Hello students. So now as we have completed our chapter on the Mauryan Empire, now let's talk about the syllabus thing. I had already told you that I am giving you 2 minutes so that you can go through the revised syllabus or note it down, and let me make things clear to you. Before every chapter, this I am telling you right from the first chapter, children, that there is a box in your book where syllabus is written. So we were teaching you full chapter because you cannot do this, that history we are teaching or civics we are teaching in bits and pieces. So council was always giving us this kind of syllabus. But in the wake of this pandemic, children, we have lost school days. We cannot get as many periods as we were getting in school. So somehow the other, that amount of course couldn't be completed. If we would have been in the school, we would have completed at least 8 chapters by now. So by all standards, we are lagging behind, or not lagging behind. This much only could be done. We don't have to rush with things, children. There are chapters which you are reading for the last time, so you need to retain what you are doing. So all the boards across, they have reduced the syllabus. So whatever now is written in your syllabus, like in Mauryan Empire, now you have, if you read this box, then it is written that Mauryan Empire sources Arthashastra, Indica, Ashokan edicts, Sanchi Stup, political history and administration. But as per the revised syllabus, political history they have slashed. So if you slash it here, it would be easier for you. Are you getting it? Like in revised syllabus, they have deleted some more portions of the chapter. So in this box, if you cancel things, it will be easier for you. I have thought of this solution to make your life simpler. If you can think of something else, please, we will be happy to do that. So in this chapter, which we have, please ignore, this is an old edition, I have borrowed it from a child. So this book is underlined, please ignore that. Your book is clean, but just see how this child has underlined everything with pencil. We don't use pen in the books. So I repeat, the Mauryan Empire sources we have done Arthashastra, Indica, Ashokan edicts and Sanchi Stup. They are there in the revised syllabus. Political history is not in revised syllabus, so slash it out. With every chapter which we will be doing now, we will be doing this. So life will be easier for you. Don't panic. Whatever we are doing, that will be conveyed to you. There is no need to be worried about, this will come or that will come. Everything will be conveyed. I am giving this assurance that when you will be clear about everything, then only we will be moving ahead. Okay. So I thought of this solution that if we slash over here, then it will be easier for you, because revised syllabus you cannot carry everywhere. And still, if you have printer at home, it's okay. You might have taken out the printout. I won't advise you to go out and for taking printouts and all. You need to be very careful about touching papers and all. First of all, don't move out. If there is emergency or moving out, see to it that you don't touch anything, children. At this particular time period, we could say that taking precaution is the best thing, and that only we are doing. So are we clear about it, that in this box we will be making corrections? So now let's move over to chapter 3. You will also turn pages, and we will be on Jainism and Buddhism. As per my book, last year's edition, this is page 29. You will open your own book. Ready? With the pencil. Now again, we are there on the box. Syllabus is written. In fact, in the live class, you would have told me what we will be cancelling, but you know it very well. That in this particular syllabus, we will mark a line on sources, angas, tripitakas, jatakas, brief mention. We will cross it out. What are we going to read in this particular chapter now? And you will read it, I will also read it. Causes for their rise in the 6th century BC doctrines. So our syllabus is in this chapter 3, name Jainism and Buddhism, causes for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism in the 6th century BC, and doctrines. What are doctrines? I have told you in one video. I will not give the answer just now. You have to go through the video again. And yes, let me tell you this thing over here when I am talking about this, that for revising this particular chapter, you have those videos saved on YouTube. So you can always go back to them again. And there were no audios used in this particular chapter. So that revision will be particularly very easy. So read your chapters thoroughly, the portion which will be covered, and listen to or watch the videos again. For board classes, children 9th and 10th both, and even in the senior classes, but right now we will talk about 9th, 10th only. We say that this book is your Bible, meaning thereby no question will come from outside. Whatever your content is given in your book, that will make your answers, and questions will be based on that. That we can, be sure of in history and civics. So don't, look around here and there, then what to study, how to study. Yes, you can always do research, you can always know more. Navya wrote even if we have read those portions thoroughly which are not going to be covered in the syllabus, so it's okay. And I truly agree. If you know more, then it never hurts. It's always good to know more. So you can do your research. If you know about Angas, Tripitakas and Jataks, it's good. Jatak tales are very good, and you can read them to your even younger brothers and sisters. So maybe some of you, though you have done this in class 6, but this refresher course happened in class 9. So this is the remedy which I have thought of, that it will make your life simpler. But I am always open to the suggestions. Please think of something else which can make our lives easy. But if this works, that we strike off the portion which is not in the syllabus, revised syllabus now, then it is going to help. So today we will do only of history, and the next period when I will be talking to you about civics, then we will do with salient features. But this we will be doing. In the next period, I will be taking up other things, but before beginning with the chapter, I will be taking up problems of this particular chapter. In the portion causes for their rise in 6th century BC doctrines, if you have any problem, note them down. Even you can send me beforehand on my personal WhatsApp number. I'll make a list and I'll give you those answers, so that we can have this problem solving session. I understand we are not there together. There might be some portions which be troubling you, so we can do them in the classroom, and everybody will be able to know the answers. So are we ready? That we will you will post problems beforehand, and in next period we will be solving problems of Jainism and Buddhism first, and then we will move